The crossing up by Orchard Drive, opposite that one, that was a petition that's all I put in that petition, I signed it, that went back in February, but it was lost basically in transit because the engineer on the ground got confused with the zebra crossing and the new petition one. So that didn't get pursued for this year. That's going to be surveyed next year. So they are looking at doing a crossing there. I've tried my best to push it forward. They're not going to budge. They just basically told us to go away. They're too busy. The budget's already been looked into. So I tried to explain that with them state because of the mix-up, but it's Wakefield. They decided they're not going to look into it. They're too busy. So we'll keep his eyes on it for next year, make sure that they do what they say, do the survey. And I think they should be doing it because I got somebody inside and he basically said it's because of elderly residents and disabled. They should by law. So I'm thinking if they don't do it, I'll pull that one on.
Well, thank you for that. Could I just ask the couple, the members of the public who were talked about the bin outside their house, they also mentioned the bench, the substitute bench that was...
well, I might not have written that one down. I'll write that down.
Somehow, the guys who were building the zebra crossing broke the timber bench that was outside their house, which is right where the crossing is, and Wakefield Council said they would replace it, but they've replaced it with, it's actually a beautiful, well, as a joiner, I think it's a beautiful bench. It's got a fantastic structure, but the wood on it is rotten. It's just, it's not fit for purpose. If you sat on it, you end up with splinters. It's ridiculous. I'd like to have a look at it.
Is that what they replaced it with?
They've actually fitted it into the ground as the wood. You know, it's a big metal structure bench. The framework is lovely. It's quite artistic. It's a nice bench, and it's fitted well into the tarmac. But the wood on it is rotten. So I don't know how they missed that, to be honest. But it probably needs a joiner out to put new wood on it, or a new bench. I just think we've been kind of fobbed off.
I think
that was flagged up by...
I'll send that straight out. As soon as I get it tonight, I'll write that one up.
I think the clerk's already written to Wakefield Council, but I just think give it an extra push on that.
If I get a case number, if I write in, I get a case number, and what I'll do with the case number, I'll pass it over to your clerk. And then, if they don't do it, we can chase it up. Like we did with Daniel's Way, you got a case number with that, and just along with that.
Okay. Thank you.
And there's one more thing is that we discussed for 106. I'll give you all that information. If there is some confusion over what's happened, my advice is to throw it back to Wakefield and get a response from them. Because I think it's getting very mixed up and confused on what money's supposed to go where. Because I'm confused because they're giving me so much information and it don't make sense to what's happened. So I've only done what I can.
Okay. Thank you for that, Councillor Massey. The next item is APC, Parish Council representatives on outside bodies. Have we got anybody who's attended?
Well, I'm attending the Heritage Group.
Councillor Sherrod.
Sorry. And we want a Sherrod. There wasn't really anything. I have emailed Trevor about, there was the ongoing issue of the house next to Howard School, where they knocked the wall down and now put a fence there and things. So I'm still concerned about that, but I think Jim is putting it on for the Environment, Road Safety and Planning meeting at the end of the month. So that's sort of in hand, but that wasn't anything else. I mean, you were there, weren't you, but I don't think there was anything else of concern to the Parish Council.
Okay. So there are no other outside body representatives. Move on to item 5 on the agenda. to approve the minutes of the Parish Council meeting held on the 11th September as a true and correct record, which is item 5 in your packs. It is number 5. You've all got time to read it. Have we got a proposal?
Do we have to have that one about Barnsley Road crossing, or does that, you know, we've got the wrong crossing line, the road? Should
Oh,
be
yeah.
Doncaster.
Actually, yeah. So Doncaster Road, that should be changed.
Yeah.
Councillor, yeah, that's true. Councillor Cook has pointed out that in the public questions, on the first page of this, resident recommendation for a crossing to be installed on Barnsley Road towards Hemsworth. Yeah?
That should change to
Doncaster Road. Doncaster Road. So can we agree to just strike Barnsley and put Doncaster?
Yeah.
Yes. That's been brought up twice now. Okay. Anybody else? Stephen? This is
Yes,
Councillor
Stephen
Parker.
Item 6.5, which is and the answer to it. 6.5, it was noted that Councillor Sherratt and Vice Chair that Standing Order 2A should precede Standing Order 2B. Should that precede?
Sorry, what was the...
It's
Councillor...
like a
6.5.
Precede.
Oh, yeah. Standing order 1U.
Standing Order 2A.
Property road, one. It's
Yes, what are you saying about that?
Well, 2A should precede 2B.
Oh, yeah,
not
I see
precede.
what you mean, yeah. Yeah. Okay, do that amending then?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I have got one as well.
Anybody else?
Yes.
This is Councillor Marshall.
Yeah, Councillor Marshall. It says here, Councillor.
What number are we on?
Oh, we're on the second page, and it's just above 7 committee meetings. It's just the second paragraph above that section. So Councillor Marshall proposed that the cost of the newspaper article, etc., and voting completed 3 in favour and 3 against. That's not what I proposed. I proposed, and I did notify this I did send an email to Gemma on this. Unfortunately, my papers did not come to me on time, so it was last night, I think, actually, sent it to her. But the motion was that the update on Low Ackworth be taken to the full parish council. It wasn't that.
That was the cost of the newspaper article.
Yes, but that was your explanation. My motion, which I formally put, was the update on Low Ackworth be taken to the full parish council.
But
because what was on, but that's not what, when you say a motion, and then people vote. Now, it is true that there seemed to be a kind of pile-on before people were able to vote, but that was the motion wording. So the change I proposed to these minutes was that the actual wording that I used that was voted on, the update on Low Ackworth be taken to the full parish council, be substitute for what is there, which was certainly not what we voted on. You may have had all sorts of opinions that interjected into that motion, and so might, some people on the top table interjected into that motion. So, but that was the motion, so I'm proposing that be changed to what it was actually passed. because this is just totally incorrect.
So what is your proposal? What's your
That Councillor Marshall proposed that the update on Low Ackworth be taken to the full parish council, and 4 voted in favour and 3 voted against.
But it has been brought to this parish council, which is the next full parish council.
No,
and
but we can't have minutes saying that a motion that was passed that was not right. The wording of the motion was, whatever you make of that, and however unpopular it may be with some of you, it was popular with 4, the update on Low Ackworth to be taken to the full parish council. That was what the motion was. Now, and so that's what I'm asking to be changed. I'm aware that a lot of people were not there, but we have an audio recording.
Yes.
There is also a film recording.
Can I just interrupt? You said you sent this in an email to Gemma today, or
Yesterday it was.
yesterday?
Yeah,
Yes.
my papers came very late.
And did you get a response from?
No, because I've been I came to here, I got home, glass of water, got home 7 o'clock from Manchester, glass of water, I think I told you as I was coming, and got out here. So I don't know,
Well,
I don't have...
I mean, from my point of view, I think we'll have to leave that in abeyance, because you've contacted the clerk. I don't know if the clerk's, obviously I'm not involved.
You were at the meeting, so you know what was said. Also, there were other people here at the meeting, so they can, that is what was done. You can't pass the minutes if they're incorrect.
But I understand that, but
So,
if
how are
you've had a
doing?
response from the clerk today that we're not aware of, that's, that changes the... I didn't take the minutes, I didn't listen to the recordings.
We're supposed to have... Sorry, I'll let Andy speak.
I was just going to say there is a response from the clerk in relation to that question. I can see a email just before it says, while I do not note take during the meeting, the draft copies of Parish Council meeting minutes are created using both my notes and the recording of the meeting. Therefore, agenda item 18 in this evening's meeting is the proposal put forward from the meeting on the 11th of September, which was minuted as per agenda item 6.5 in the matters arising from the clerk's verbal updates. The chair confirmed the proposal before the vote was taken for clarity after what length discussion. I'm just
I'm sorry.
telling you what.
Sorry.
Well, I'm just reading what Gemma.
It's just so difficult
today.
It's just so difficult why independent councillors cannot actually propose something, get it fixed, and then have it properly put in the meetings. And if we are, these minutes are in abeyance because you need to look at the footage and listen, then the meeting, I don't, Chair, I really don't know, but I would have thought, and this is just a guess, and I think probably the minutes have to be left in abeyance to be agreed once that has been looked at. I did look at it, and I know what I said. I shouldn't go into fight.
Well, for clarification, okay, I'll stop it there. For clarification, we will have to speak to we have to look at the notes, listen to the recording,
yes,
and see what response Gemma made to your... So, can I will suggest that item 6.5 in the minutes from last September be excluded from this until clarification has been received from the clerk.
You can, but I just want to reinforce that the person who proposes a motion is the person out of whose mouth the motion comes. It does not come out of anyone else's mouth, yours or the clerk's. That came out of my mouth, it was proposed, it was seconded, and it was voted on. Right. So I find it really, I'm so sorry, but I find it really mind-blowing.
There's obviously some confusion there. So my suggestion is, my proposal is that apart from item 6.5 on the minutes from the 11th of September, which we will hold in abeyance until we have clarification from Gemma, from the full-time clerk. Alternative, and with the amendment of Doncaster on the front page, apart from to change that from Barnsley. Can we then move to a vote on accepting these minutes, apart from those exclusions?
So
I
that
propose
will come back next time.
that can come back next time. Okay, so I propose any seconded by Councillor Cook. Can I have all those in favour of accepting the minutes from September? Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in favour. Against? 1 against. Abstentions? 1 abstention. Okay, thank you.
Excuse me, Chair, I'm away. Good night.
Thank you. Item 6, to approve the internal recording of the Parish Council meeting held on the 11th September be kept on file until further notice of the request of the clerk. And this is the clerk's request on the recorded vote as per standing order 3Q. And I have no idea what that means, so there you go.
I'm just going to say, based on what we've just agreed for the minutes, it's going to be done.
So that's the proposal, from the clerk. I'll propose that. Any seconder? Councillor Sherwood will second it. All those in favour of keeping the record? And that's unanimous. Okay, thank you. Item 7, to receive information on the following ongoing matters arising. That's the clerk's update. Have you got a copy of are you up to date with that, or some information? That's 7, item 7. I mean, I can read it out if you want, which is basically 7.1 is to know that clerk's scheduled freedom of information training was cancelled by the provider, and that currently of the reported 6 resubmitted requests in October, there are now 5 outstanding. And 7.2 is during the public section of the Parish Council meeting held on the 11th of September, a resident raised concerns regarding an unlawful meeting of the events subcommittee held on the 9th of January 2023. The clerk has investigated and confirmed the action of this meeting was lawful. Resident has been updated and inquiry closed. Okay, so that's obviously there's no questions on the clerk's report, so she's not here. So item 8 on the agenda, committees and subcommittee meetings. 8.1 to receive the minutes of the village events committee meeting held on the 14th of September 2023 and approve the recommendations within them. So that's number 8.1 on your pack. Any questions or concerns about that? It's all pretty straightforward, really. Pumpkin weighing to look forward to this week. Okay, can I have a proposer? Proposed by Councillor Cook that we accept these. Seconder? Councillor Kelvin. Can I have all those in favour, please? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Against? No. Abstentions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 4 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's nice.
So, just because it kind of fits with that, at the last meeting you mentioned about looking at the gala parade. I know, and I said I'd look into it in a few minutes, but I had a quick look, I haven't had a chance to have a proper look, but just for notification, apparently it's about £10 million worth of insurance cover.
10 million?
Yeah. Now, I don't know what the implication of that is. As I say, I had a quick look what you need to do. You've got to get permission from the police and things like that for closing the road. Apparently you have to have £10 million public liability cover. Now, it might not cost much, but I just thought I'd raise that as a, just say I've had a look and that was the first thing I saw and I thought, it might be an impediment, but I'll talk to Gemma and see,
Well, I know there are lots of issues around insurance out there.
Yeah. Anyway, so I just it seemed the most appropriate time to mention it.
I know Featherstone's gala parade costs £20,000.
Yeah.
Pounds.
But maybe that's why, so I don't know.
There you go. But that's, you're on the committee to do that.
If the minutes get passed, does it then can't act on the things in the minutes that we've agreed?
We can, yeah.
We can't act on them.
No, that's fine, yeah. That means, yeah,
No parade,
no parade or
no
anything.
Saturday, no
Yeah, because that's fallen, that means nothing that was agreed at the meeting, including the Christmas fair, all that kind of thing, can go ahead. So Santa Day,
Buying gifts for people.
gala for next year, all the things that all the ones that well, the ones that involve the parish council. So the recommendations that were made from that meeting, from the events committee, someone saying, the recommendations that were made from the events committee, which has just been voted down, won't be able to be acted upon by the parish council. So that involves obviously things like the the gala for next year,
Saturdays that they've got.
Santa Day, and all the little elves, and that's it really.